that I learned when a Berliner says, "Machen wir Party, oder?" Watch the fuck out. And maybe that's also why I love bar 25. It was sudden. I walked up the dance floor and found him, the friend we'd lost. I gestured for him to sit, and somehow I knew to be quiet, and it was then I saw it. What he'd saw, what had made him stop and stay there. They, them, this random pair that had probably met each other very recently were lying on top of one another on the bank of the Spray, fucking. Not making out, not messing around. No, they were frenetically, frantically fucking. Clothes pulled away in places to grant better access. Meanwhile, I turned to my friend, who passed me a cigarette that we coolly shared, as we fell into the role writers often occupy as voyeurs, our internal typewriters clicking away to document. And what got me in this moment of amorousness was the internal monologue my imagination began to invent. This artillery of questions that multiplied. How had they started? How had they met? How long had they been at it? What drugs had they taken? Where could we get some? But before I could finish my questions, the girl's body trembled. The boy's hips swiveled. Her right leg stretched, and then he fell in to the Spray, not at all gracefully. But then what really got me, he pulls himself out, drenched to the waist, and now without remotely dropping his pace, he pushed back into position and continued. And strangely, no one seemed to notice, or so I thought, until we pointed them out to a Berliner friend who simply said, they've been 3 hours there. Only in Berlin can two commit such carnal sin publicly, with not so much as a brow raised, or a slight twitch even. Big the city may be, but it's worth reminding yourself this. There is no such thing as hit and run. You will run into the boyfriend of the girl that you went home with. You will also run into the girlfriend of the boy who came home with you. And you'll be served again by that bartender who saw you making out in that dark corner in the back with that boy, just days after making out in the same bar, in the same dark corner with that girl. But the bartender will not judge you. And you'll see that hipster who was so wasted he couldn't form sentences, but the next time you'll see him, he'll just pretend the night never happened. And the DJ who came on to you will just ignore you the next time you see him. Sometimes you'll run into all these same people in the same night, in the same place.